Caitlyn Clark's second triple-double also makes her the third player in WNBA history to finish a game with 20-plus points, 10-plus rebounds, 10-plus assists, 3-plus STL. This tweet alone shows how Caitlyn Clark continues to make history. In tonight's game, she once again showcased why she's one of the most dynamic rookies the league has ever seen. If an argument for Caitlyn Clark as the MVP had to be made, there are undeniable factors supporting it. Indiana Fever has gone from winning a dozen games last season to 18-16, improved to a 500 and are real playoff contenders. Meanwhile, Clark's picking up 3-point and assist records as a great passer and helping her team. So when the star rookie recorded her second career triple-double tonight, she aided Aliyah Boston in making history herself. Not to be underscored, Boston had an impressive outing that puts her in league with WNBA titans like Cecile Landi and Brittany Griner. Indiana Fever toppled the Los Angeles Sparks 93-86 with Aliyah Boston recording a monster double-double with 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists, going 62.5% from the field. She's now only the third player in WNBA history to have multiple games in one regular season with 20-plus points, 14-plus rebounds, 4-plus assists, and 60% field goal percentage. The only others who have accomplished this are Cecile Landi and the one who Boston recently clashed with, Brittany Griner. Caitlyn Clark notched the second triple-double of her career, 24 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds in this game. She's the only rookie to do it twice in the league. She also made 4 threes and had 3 steals. She got her first triple-double in July over New York Liberty. Her selfless passing style stood out in this game over the Sparks that a few ex-users compared her to Magic Johnson, the Lakers legend and Sparks co-owner, and it definitely enabled Aliyah to record her own individual accolade.
Or to be fact, Binley not shooting the three that easily or that comfortably.
I don't know if that's comfortable, but it's nice by Caitlyn Clark.
The buzz and attention surrounding Caitlyn Clark's game are unlike anything seen in the league until now. The jersey sales, the sold-out stadiums, the peak viewership, this massive wave of popularity mirrors the excitement that swept through the NBA in the 80s when Michael Jordan became a household name. So WNBA analyst Nancy Lieberman believes that Clark deserves admiration as MJ does, as opposed to the lack of recognition or criticism that may come her way. Calling out the critics and haters, Lieberman on the Stephen A. Smith Show said, "I just don't understand people. Now you have signature shoes for both men and women because of what MJ did and how he and his team constructed business. Caitlyn is doing that right now, and she should be supported and not maligned for that." Lieberman's claims about Clark's influence are understandable when we bring Clark's $28 million Nike deal, which is the most lucrative shoe deal in WNBA history. Clark is soon expected to receive her own signature shoe as well. Jordan's wasn't quite hushed itself. 5-year, $2.5 million deal, 3 times that of any other deal in the league. Thus drawing parallels, Lieberman continues on to say that it is jealousy that is driving the lack of support toward Caitlyn Clark as previously observed towards other notable players like Jordan or Tiger Woods. It's not a Caitlyn thing, it's a people thing. I mean, people were so jealous of Michael Jordan back in 1984. UNC Chicago Stadium was half empty prior to him arriving. The stadiums were filling up then. TV wanted him and the Bulls on every game, she says. Expanding on her point, Lieberman further exampled Woods as the catalyst to change in golf in terms of purse and TV ratings. All of a sudden, he gets to a certain point in his career and people are jealous and envious, you know, Lieberman notes.
When I walked in here before the game, there were just hundreds of fans lined up.
Oh, yeah.
What Caitlyn Clark has done for the game is generational. And I just, as a baller, I just want to say thank you to you, Caitlyn Clark.
Absolutely.
For just lifting our game up, you and so many great players. But what you're doing, you're going to make all these women multimillionaires one day, like Tiger did, like Michael Jordan did. And we shouldn't hate on her. We should celebrate her, not tolerate her.
So you ask about Clark's impact? Within just 20 minutes, fans snapped up Clark's WNBA All-Star jersey in both colors, selling out completely. The Indiana Fever leads the league in attendance, recording a 265% jump from last season with a turn-up number of 503,921 across 31 games. Lieberman's opinions were a continuation of her praise for the rookie from her most recent game. Nancy Lieberman expresses her gratitude for Caitlyn Clark. Instead of just urging the fans, Lieberman took the lead herself. During the broadcast of the Fever vs. Dallas Wings game, the analyst had high praise for the rookie. Fully aware that her bold statement might draw criticism, Lieberman chose to speak her mind. She thanked Clark for drawing attention to the game. The WNBA 2024 season began with the highest attendance ever seen in 27 years. The continuous rise in viewership backs the claim, with the games averaging 1.32 million viewers in the first month, nearly triple last year's average. Fans voting for the All-Star has been the highest this year. What Caitlyn Clark has done for the game is generational. As a baller to a baller, I just want to say thank you to you, Caitlyn Clark, for just lifting our game up, Lieberman said. And she isn't the first one to think so. She added, "You and so many great players, but what you're doing, you're going to make all these women multi-millionaires one day like Tiger did, like Michael Jordan did. And we shouldn't hate on her. We should celebrate her, not tolerate her." The growing crowds in the stadium are live proof of Clark's impact. The Fever rookie has undeniably transformed women's basketball, and she indeed does it in a way reminiscent of what MJ once did for the NBA.
Congratulations. Thank you. I'm at the you. I'm at the
Previously held by Ryan Howard. Following the game, Clark and her teammates met Biles and Olympic track star Gabby Thomas, who you can be there. Fans are buzzing with questions about why she didn't appeal her floor exercise score. Biles landed a solid 14.133, securing silver, but some eagle-eyed viewers think she might have been robbed. One curious fan took to Reddit, asking the burning question on everyone's mind: why didn't Simone submit an inquiry on floor finals? She had nothing to lose by trying. Biles' own gym, the World Champion Center, dropped a bombshell on social media. They claim Simone was most likely underscored for her routine and that an inquiry could have pushed her over Andrade. But why didn't Team Biles make the move? Gymnastics experts are divided. One fan on Reddit spilled the tea. They probably realized there was no point. E-score can't be contested, so they couldn't inquire about that. Neutral deductions, out of bounds being the main ones on the floor, can be contested, but hers were indisputable, very clearly 2 feet out on both the second and fourth passes. Another fan commented, "You do have something to lose by trying. If she had inquired, they could have lowered her score and cost her a medal." But wait, there's more. Remember Jordan Chiles? Her coach, Cecile Landi, made a lightning-fast appeal that initially bumped Chiles to bronze. But the celebration was short-lived when the Court of Arbitration for Sports stepped in. The gymnastics community is in an uproar. Some fans are crying foul, while others are defending the judge's decisions. One fan on Twitter didn't hold back. "This is a disgrace. Simone was robbed and now Jordan too? What's going on with gymnastics scoring? Justice for USA Gym." But not everyone agrees. Reddit user gymnastics expert Hunter1 had this to say: "Look, I love Simone as much as anyone, but rules are rules. If she was out of bounds, that's on her. We can't just hand out medals based on reputation." On Reddit, user Artar Gymnastics sparked a heated debate with this emotional post. Is anyone else struggling with Simone getting a silver on the floor? Wag. I am probably being dramatic, and I am no way trying to take away from Rebecca, but I am having a really hard time accepting Simone got silver on floor. I've had a decent cry over it, and mainly because I so wanted her to finish the Olympics with that floor gold and to continue her winning streak on the floor. I was devastated after beam, but even more so after floor. I keep thinking, what if this is it? That was her last competition routine ever? I still don't think it was scored accurately, even with the 2 out of bounds, but nothing can be done about it now. I'm proud of her pushing through the pain of her calf, and I understand she probably couldn't stick her landings due to this. It doesn't seem to have bothered Simone, yet here I am a mess. My friends don't understand and think it's a bit odd a 34-year-old is this invested, so I am turning to the gym community for support. One fan, Grunt3894, reacted on Reddit and said, "Would you really rather Rebecca did not win a single gold so that Simone could have one more? Every single gymnast works so damn hard and deserves that Olympic moment. Simone already proved the haters wrong. She got another Olympic medal. Her legacy is just fine. She did not need this." And Candy-Coated Doom said, "I wanted her to finish the Olympics with floor gold too, but she wasn't going to get it with that routine. And she knew that too. She said she thought Rebecca was going to get it while she was waiting for her score." The controversy has even caught the attention of gymnastics legends. Olympic gold medalist Nastia Liukin tweeted, "My heart goes out to all the athletes involved. Scoring in gymnastics has always been complex, but we need to ensure fairness for everyone. #gymnasticsreform. But amidst all the chaos, let's not forget the incredible performances we witnessed. Rebecca Andrade of Brazil took gold with a jaw-dropping routine that had everyone on their feet. And let's give it up for Biles, who proved once again why she's the most decorated gymnast in history. Non-aesthetic Things tweeted, "Simone Biles and Jordan Chiles bow to Rebecca Andrade as she wins gold in the women's floor final in a great display of sportsmanship." The New York Times tweeted, "Simone Biles finished her dangerously difficult floor routine at Tuesday's final, and the crowd roared in appreciation of the most decorated U.S. Olympic gymnast in history." Coach Joe Lee just dropped a bombshell about his journey with America's newest track and field superstars, Quincy Wilson and Masai Russell. The mastermind behind these Olympic phenoms is giving us an exclusive peek behind the curtain, and let me tell you, it's juicier than a post-race energy drink. In a jaw-dropping interview with 7 News Sports, Lee couldn't contain his pride, exclaiming, "I'm super proud. You really want to see the people who work hard and go after their goals to be rewarded at the highest level. But wait, there's more!" Lee shocked everyone when he revealed, "It really still feels like a dream. I am like, is this really happening? You know, small school in Potomac, Maryland. And then we started our program 10 years ago, and we just kind of built it and have amazing athletes like Masai and Quincy and so many others." One fan tweeted, "Coach Lee turning a small school into an Olympic powerhouse? That's some David versus Goliath stuff right there." While another raved, "Lee's the real MVP, turning raw talent into gold." But hold on to your hats because the drama doesn't stop there. Remember when Quincy Wilson was feeling the heat before his big moment? Lee spilled the tea to Citius magazine, saying, "He's got the pressure of the world on him. I don't know anybody, any kid at 16 years old or 17 years old or 26 years old or whatever, that can handle the pressure that he's under." And just when you thought it couldn't get any more intense, Lee dropped this bombshell. Wilson was in the hospital just a month before the Olympics. Talk about a comeback story for the ages. One sports psychologist exclusively told us, "The mental fortitude Coach Lee has instilled in these young athletes is unprecedented. It's not just about physical training anymore. It's about building champions from the inside out." But let's not forget about Masai Russell. This powerhouse hurdler faced brutal online trolling before the Olympics. Did it break her? Heck no. It only fueled her fire to shatter a 24-year-old record held by the legendary Gail Devers. Fans are going wild over Lee's revelations. The hashtag #WagerLeeLegacy is trending worldwide, with supporters and critics alike weighing in on this explosive story. One fan tweeted, "Coach Lee isn't just making athletes, he's crafting legends." While another pondered, "Is Lee the secret weapon behind USA's track dominance?" But the burning question remains, how many more Olympic stars does Coach Lee have up his sleeve? And can Quincy Wilson really compete in 5 Olympics like Lee predicts? Let's break down this mind-blowing journey, shall we? First up, Quincy Wilson. This 16-year-old phenom from Bullis School in Maryland has been turning heads since day one. At the U.S. Olympic trials, he didn't just compete, he obliterated a 42-year-old under-18 record in the 400-meter preliminary with a time of 44.66 seconds. And guess what? He wasn't done. He crushed his own record in the semifinals with a 44.59. One track expert gushed, "Wilson's not just breaking records, he's rewriting the entire rulebook of what's possible for a teenager in this sport." But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Coach Lee revealed the intense pressure Wilson faced. "He's got the pressure of the world on him," Lee confessed. And let's not forget the shocking hospital visit just a month before the Olympics. But did Wilson let that stop him? Absolutely not. In a stunning turn of events, Wilson helped the USA team clinch gold with a time of 2:54.43 in the 4x400 relay. Talk about a comeback for the ages. Now let's talk about Cecile Russell. This unstoppable force in the 100-meter hurdles didn't just win gold, she demolished the competition. With a time of 12.33 seconds, she edged out France's Sirena Samba Mayella by a hair-raising hundredth of a second. But here's the kicker. Russell faced brutal online trolling before the Olympics. Did it break her? Heck no. It only made her stronger. A social media expert exclusively told us, Russell's ability to turn online hate into Olympic gold is a masterclass in mental toughness. She's not just an athlete, she's a role model for the digital age. And let's not forget, Russell is the first American to win gold in this event since 2016. Talk about breaking the drought. But what's the secret sauce behind these incredible achievements? 2 words. Coach Lee, Scott Abraham, 7 News sports director, gave us this insider scoop. The track is his laboratory. He's detail-oriented and leaves no stone unturned. Now that's the kind of dedication that turns raw talent into Olympic gold. Lee himself shared his coaching philosophy, saying, "Coaching has its highs and lows. You have your good days and not so good days, but it's really about the ones who hang in there and stay resilient." Masai and Quincy are very resilient. They have a heart of a champion. But here's where it gets really interesting. When asked about Wilson's future, Lee didn't hesitate to predict 5 Olympic appearances. Is this confidence or crazy talk? Only time will tell. As for Russell, she's quick to credit the Bullis track and field program for her success. "I think it's just the coaching," she said. "The coaches at Bullis had a vision for us. They had a plan for us. The standard was always there." So, what's next for these Olympic superstars and their maverick coach? One Olympic analyst speculated, with Wilson's raw talent and Russell's proven success, Coach Lee could be sitting on a goldmine of future Olympians. The next decade of USA track and field could be dominated by the Lee legacy. But the pressure's on. Can Lee continue to produce world-class athletes from a small school in Maryland? Can Wilson live up to the enormous expectations placed on his young shoulders? And will Russell continue to hurdle over the competition and her online haters? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. As the dust settles on the Paris Olympics, all eyes will be on Coach Lee and his protégés to see what mind-blowing feats they'll accomplish next. What do you think about Coach Lee's explosive revelations? Is he the unsung hero of USA track and field, or is this just the beginning of a new era in American athletics? Sound off in the comments below, and let us know where you stand in this heart-pounding debate. You need to go. Simone Biles' message to Cecile Landi. Revealed as Team USA's gymnastics coach prepares for Big Jump 2017. That's when Cecile Landi started working with Simone Biles. She was right beside the gymnast during her 2021 Tokyo debacle, and also as Biles won 4 Olympic medals in Paris. But all good things must come to an end. Coach Cecile Landi is now gearing up to join the University of Georgia as the co-head coach. This comes in after the former coach Courtney Kupitz-Carter was fired by the institute, followed by the assistant coach Ryan Roberts stepping up instead. But now, it's Landi and Roberts who are about to take the college forward. How did Biles react to Landi's adieu? As per the Washington Post, when Landi got a call from Roberts, she agreed after an initial hitch about the timing. She first thought that next year would be ideal, as her daughter would complete her last year of high school. But she eventually came around stating, "I don't think I'll get that good of an opportunity anytime soon." And guess who was the first person to hype her up? Yes, it was Biles. The gymnast encouraged her, stating, "Simone was the first one to tell me, 'I'm so happy for you, you need to go.'" Also, after Landi's official press release in April, voicing that she would be joining the Bulldogs, Biles had shown her support. In fact, Biles posted on social media, "Congratulations, Cecile, I can't think of a more deserving person." She also assured UGA Gymnastics that they were in great hands. On the other hand, Cecile's husband, Laurent, is going to continue his association with the WCC. When it comes to Simone Biles, people have noticed that the 27-year-old is supportive of those around her. Remember how she bowed to Brazilian gymnast Rebecca Andrade and gave people an iconic medal moment in Paris? Then, throughout the years, she has been supportive of her teammates like Jordan Chiles and Suni Lee. This clearly shows her sportsmanship and positive outlook. Similarly, Cecile Landi has great regard for Biles. How Cecile Landi supported Biles and Chiles during difficult times. Working with Simone Biles and Jordan Chiles closely, Landi learned a lot as a coach. Talking with Simone and with the girls, I just want them to know that they can tell me anything. I watch the body language a lot. I try to see. Then I ask, "What's going on? Are you okay? Do you want to talk?" The 1996 Olympian-turned-coach shared in 2023. She also gave attention to her athletes' mental health. During the Tokyo Games, when Biles decided to withdraw, Landi supported her decision. "I think we try to listen a little bit more to the athletes because mental health was not real in the 90s for me. It was, 'You are lazy, you just don't want to do it,' or any kind of things like that they would say to us," Landi recalled. A recent example of this would be her standing by Jordan Chiles' side throughout the Paris Olympics bronze medal controversy. When the Court of Arbitration of Sport revoked the decision and declared Anna Barbosu as the bronze medalist, Chiles was seemingly crestfallen. Being subjected to a lot of negativity, she decided to take a break from social media for her mental health. This is when Cecile Landi added a story that read, "mental health matters." Even before this, Landi had tried to shun the naysayers. She said, "You don't have to like it, but you do have to respect the outcome and, more importantly, respect Jordan." She earned that bronze medal, her first individual Olympic medal. And to date, Team USA and Cecile Landi refuse to back down as their fight continues. What do you think of Landi's support of Jordan Chiles and Simone Biles throughout the years? Let us know in the comments below.
But I think personally with Olympic trials, this is the toughest meet you'll do because it is something that you are qualifying to the Olympics. It's very stressful, so you know, keeping your mental and your mind right, I think is the biggest thing. The key is honestly just, what I always thought is just to have fun, go out there, do as best as you can, you know, and just enjoy. It's a ride to remember for sure.
She's the most talented athlete I've ever worked with, and so we just knew if she could get her mental game as well as her physical game, then she would be close to unstoppable.
What's different about her mentality this go round?
All the work she's been doing outside the gym, and just being 27, married, she has other stuff going on, and I think it helps her keep a good balance. You know, it's not only about gymnastics, and I think that keeps her sane.
Normally, what I try to say is, you know, this is, I mean, you're prepared. Just remember your preparation. Be aware that, you know, there's always challenges. It's not going to be perfect. Just, you know, do your best to stay on your feet. And every day is just one step at a time. That's it. You can't really control the outcome.
We were roommates in Tokyo, and I've known her for a very long time, so knowing that we're in her hometown and that there's going to be millions of supporters out there supporting her, I think the biggest thing for us as teammates is just to know that, you know, we're here to support you, we're here to do everything that we can to make sure you're good, and I love her to death. She literally is the sweetest girl ever, and I couldn't ask for a better friend, honestly.